Well, hello again. I've been shopping, so it's time for another mailbag. Gonna start with this one. It's a bit heavy, and the description says strip lights. I'm pretty sure it's circular like this, that this is going to be LED strip lights. Let's just see if we can avoid cutting the LEDs themselves. And that's exactly what this is. So let's take a look at these. So I think this is actually dropped off of my purchase history on eBay because it's been so long. But essentially this is a 5-meter strip of LEDs. And as you can see there, they're coated in rubber, they're waterproof. And you'll see what looks like RGB LEDs, right? You see that pattern there? But these aren't RGB. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, and look, there's 2 wires, so I don't think I'm mistaken, I believe these are grow lights, so they'll have some sort of red, bluish, purplish light emitting color. But we'll see though. I'll have to power this up and see what's going on. I think I paid about $10 for the whole roll, which is pretty nice. So I guess we'll power it on and see what color we get out of them. I hope they're the bluish purpley, because I bought these to actually light up my aquarium so that my plants grow a little easier. But let's see what happens when I power them up. So I have my multi-power supply here. You can have trouble seeing that, but it is set to 12 volts, and I have it set to a 3 amp max current. I'm not sure if that'll be enough, but it'll be enough for testing purposes at least. So I'm just going to put the positive here into the positive. Hopefully that's in. These leads are quite short, so I'm not sure. That into the negative. Okay, now let's see if I can roll some out so we can see. Now I'm hoping for this to come out some sort of purpley blue, sort of reddish. And you can see here these are for 12 volts, so let's see what happens. Oh, and yeah, we're getting not quite what I expected. These were supposed to be like a purple. It looked like they were purple, but really what this is these are red LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red LEDs, and then 1 blue LED, and then 5 red, 1 blue. This isn't quite what I was expecting, because if I wanted this I could have just got red strip lights and blue strip lights, but I guess it is what it is. Interesting. And it's dropped off the purchase history on eBay, and so I won't be able to complain about them. But here, if I shield this so you can see the red and the blue, it should still average out to the right spectrum, because if I put my hands, if I cover this up like this, you can kind of see the purple color here on my hand, so I guess it's something. I'm just going to check here. Oh, we're almost at the 3 amp current limit for the whole 5-meter strip. It doesn't look bright to you, but it looks bright to me. It's just that we have something like 50 watts of LED lighting just right above my bench here, so it's fighting that. And this is, right now it's giving us roughly, it's giving us 12 times 3, so 36 watts, so it's less than this, and it's dispersed in a wider area, as you can see this whole row, and it's actually getting warm to the touch. But yeah, I guess it averages out to a purple. Just not quite what I expected. I thought it was going to be the LEDs with the purple phosphor on it, or the orange phosphor to make a purpley color, sort of like I had before. If I can reach around here. See, I thought the photo showed it was going to be this stuff, you know, with the orangey phosphor, but whatever. I guess it is what it is, and I can actually check the efficiency of this compared to regular lights, or even no light, for a future video. So, alright, I'll take it. I think it was only $10, and I did get it on a 15% off sale, so I'm not too worried. And see, now it's warming up 2.909 amps at 12 volts. Not bad. Alright, so let's get on to the next one. So next one I've got is this one, and this just says switch button. I've only ordered one switch, and I thought it was going to be bigger than what this package feels, because it's actually tiny, but we'll see. And yeah, that's it. Let's take a closer look. So this is one of those eBay auctions where I actually bid, I think this was something like 12 cents Canadian or something. And what it is a hazard switch. And I'll tell you, it has a satisfying click. Here, let me put it up to the mic. It sounds amazing. It has a nice clicky feel. I'm not quite sure why I wanted this, but I just know that switches of this nature are kind of expensive with the heavy detent on it. I can either scratch off this hazard or I can leave it as is. And it looks like a dual pole single throw. I can verify that. Let's see if my test leads will get in there with my multimeter. So bring in the crappy tire multimeter. I'll zoom you out. Okay, so I'll grab these. I have been meaning to get some back probes. Maybe I should order some of those. Let's see if I can prop up the meter so you can see. Like that. Oh, maybe some more. Okay, gonna put this in continuity mode. Diode check continuity. So I think you can just barely hear that, but you can see the numbers switching. So this is in the out position. There's two positions, out and in. So in the out position, I should get continuity between two of these. So I'll start at one end. It's hard to reach in there with my fat probes. Let's see. It's a little tight. I don't know if I can reach it. Alright, let's try pulling this out. I could strip the ends, but you know I don't actually have a good wire stripper. That's another thing I need to order. I do have one, but it's at work. I don't want to keep bringing it home just for this stuff. Did I get a faulty switch? Seems like nothing's connected. Okay, let's try in the in position. Oh, so the two outer pins, oh, all the pins are connected, it seems. So in the out position, none of these pins are connected. In the in position, they're all shorted together. That's actually quite an interesting setup for a switch. That's, wasn't expecting that. And it has this nice harness. I guess you only need two of these wires. Oh, look. I could have actually just pulled off the insulation. They were pre-stripped. Fantastic. So if you search hazard switch on eBay, you'll find these. I'm not sure how much they actually cost, but I only paid, you know, like 20 cents or less, something like that, which is a bargain. Probably going to put this on for a power supply on and off or something like that. Something interesting at least. But yeah, pretty nice. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so next one is this one. It says MP4 part. Quite interesting. I do feel it's like a cable, and I'm pretty sure it's a USB cable. So I'm going to try to find a place where I won't cut into it. Some sort of a card from the seller. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, let's take a closer look. So what this is a silicone phone case for an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 7. I don't know. It's one of the bigger iPhones, an iPhone that I don't own, and it feels okay. It's kind of a bit of the hard, rubbery silicone type stuff. It's pretty solid, very thin. Why did I buy this? Well, I don't even own an iPhone. I think it's for a 7. It doesn't really matter. It's because I was looking at stuff for iPhones on auction, and I actually bid and won this for 1 Canadian penny. And even better than that, I think I found the only seller ever to declare the real value of this. This is only worth 1 cent. This is all I paid for it. I figured I could cut out this material, use it for stuff. I can use it for labeling. I can use it for the top of a 3D printed part or whatever. I can even just give it away to someone, right? But yeah, this is one of those 1 cent purchases that you never seem to be able to make. And here we go. I got it for 1 cent. Pretty awesome, but let's move on to the next one. Well, I may have to eat my words because this one is described as USD 3, so $3, and it says LED bulbs, and if they are the ones I'm thinking of, they actually cost me around $2 and something, so it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So again, this is from bidding. Oh yeah, it's exactly what they are. Yeah, let me show you what these are. Let's take a closer look. So what these are actually automotive bulbs that go in your gauge cluster, but all LED and all different kinds. I bid on a bunch of auctions and I won them all. Let's see how many there are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 30 in all, and they cost me just under $3 Canadian. And so there's a bunch of different colors, there's a bunch of different shapes and sizes. I didn't buy these for any reason in particular. I just thought they were really cool, and I was buying lots of stuff on auction. Some of them are white, some of them are amber. And I'm still fighting with how I'm going to power these up and give them a test. I guess the most obvious way would be to start with a diode test with a multimeter. So let me get it set up for that, and let's see if we can power some on. So I picked out a few here. I've got my multimeter here in diode test mode. Now it just occurred to me these should run on 12 volts up to 14 volts when the car is running. I don't see any resistors, so maybe the resistors are inside, I'm not sure. Well, let's see if we can light them up. I think, so if you want to see the forward voltage, there's the multimeter. Let's see, am I still in shot over here? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, there we go, it turned on. 2.421, and this one is kind of like an amber color. Okay, 2.4 volts forward drop. I hope they're not just putting this across 12 volts and hoping it goes well. So it won't end well in that case. Let's see, flip this over. Oh, there we go, it's lit, amber, 2.620 volts dropped. Let's check this guy here. This looks like a much bigger package. I don't know if I'll be able to turn it on like this. Let's see. Nope. I don't think I can get this one to go. I might need to hook up my power supply for that. Let's try another one here. Yeah, I don't see any dropper resistors. I'm not sure what the plan is to try to prevent these things from blowing up. But well, we're just going to have to try them. We're just going to have to... There we go. So these all work. We're going to have to try to put 12 volts on these things, or maybe even 14 volts, and see what happens. So let me get set up for that. Okay, so I got my selection of LEDs here, and I have my little power supply here set to 14.6 volts. I didn't put a current limit, I didn't change the current limit, I should say, from before. That means that it could pump out 3 amps. Let's just hope it doesn't. So let's turn this on. So there we go, 14.61. And let's try this little guy since I wasn't able to light it with the multimeter. Oh yeah, there it goes. It is lit. Let's see if we can see the current. So just idle right now is 0 amps. Try to light it and then kind of shield her. I don't know if you can see that, about 1720 milliamps. So that's just about right, 20 milliamps. We can cast a shadow, yeah, 1718. Okay, that's one. Let's try these guys. See if I can put my arm this way so I can cast a shadow on my display. I guess I need to make a little protector to try to shade out the color, the LEDs on the power supply. Oh, there we go, it's lighting up amber. This one 1415. This one's much dimmer, and it's one of those kind of flat top LEDs, so I guess it'll disperse the light more sideways. Let's try this guy. Oh, the other way. There we go, another amber. This one is giving us 9 milliamps. Not much. I think this guy's amber also. I don't see the phosphor in there. There we go. This one again, 9-10 milliamps. Not very bright, these. These cob ones are far brighter. I don't know if there's any different kinds in here that I missed. Maybe there's a white one, I'm not sure. Oops, knocked it over. So yeah, I guess they have a resistor on the inside, because how else would it be able to handle 14 volts? And also, why would it be so dim at 14 volts, since the forward voltage drop is only a few. There we go. Yeah, not much there. I think they're mostly amber, and some of them are white, but they're not really amber, they're more like a dull orange. Yeah, but they seem to work, and they were dirt cheap. So let's go on to the next one. And the last one for today, this is conversion chuck. So let's open this up and see what's inside. I don't know if this is fragile. I'll cut to the edge again. Okay, I know what these are. Let's take a closer look. So what these guys are, they are a drill chuck that goes into your drill, like impact drill on this side. So a drill kind of like this with only the fitting here. And it allows you to install regular drill bits. Now, these are tiny though, much smaller than I was expecting, so I'm not sure if this will even be that useful for me, but let's take a look. So I'll just bring out some stuff that I typically drill with. So these are my Matco drill bits. These are if I drill metal. These are a nice cobalt alloy. I did break a few, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to put this in here. Okay, this one fits. Cinch it down there. Yeah, okay. So this will work. So drilling pilot holes for wood will work, because typically my wood screws would be smaller than that. That was a 5/32 bit. Okay, so that's good. Let's see if it'll now fit some hole step drills here. Let's see, I've got a smaller step drill. I'll be happy if it fits this little step drill. How about that? Because this big one, I can already tell there's no way in hell it's gonna fit. So let's see. Come on, fit. Well, I don't think so. Not a chance. Not a chance. Well, I backed it off all the way. Comes out all the way out. Yeah, that's not going to fit. Uh-oh. Guess I'm going to have to order some more. These were actually more expensive than I usually pay. These were $3 a pop. And I thought they'd be big enough for at least these little step bits. I have this even smaller one, but it looks like the shaft is the same length. So I don't think it'll work. Well, this is another day because my camera battery died and it got really busy. So yeah, as I was saying, those step bits don't fit very well in these things. They don't fit at all. And I think the worst part of all that is that these things, there's a regular 1/4 inch screwdriver bit. Even if I pull this all the way out like that, these guys don't even fit. So, well, I guess they're okay for drilling pilot holes, especially for wood. I don't know if I'd drill pilot holes in metal with them, because I think when you add it to the slop of the regular chuck, and this regular chuck is really nothing special, so if you add it to the slop of the regular chuck, I think that would be an unacceptable amount of play for a hard material. For soft material like, you know, cheap lumber or whatever, when I'm building shelves around the shop, not a big deal, but yeah, maybe not the best purchase. Maybe I wouldn't recommend these. If I do find a bigger version that is more robust, maybe I can recommend those, but for now, stay away from these. And so these items mark today's, or should I say this week's, I guess, mailbag. Thanks for watching.